These are my first impressions of the EQ21 running shoe by Adidas. Throughout the video, I'll give you my thoughts on the shoe so far when wearing them while running, training, and casually. The EQ21 has been out for a while as it released in 2021, and this colorway specifically released around September of the same year. The shoe retails for $80 and I got these in US size 11, and I can also confirm that this EQ21 fits true to size. But the shoe's fit is definitely on the wider side of things, and if you prefer a more adjusted fit, perhaps consider going half a size down. The shoe is also part of Adidas sustainability efforts, as 25% of the upper is made up of at least 50% recycled materials. And that's it. The website didn't mention any other aspects of the shoe being sustainable, and the only other things that could be sustainable are the shoebox and the insole. The recycled upper is still able to get the job done though, and it provided a comfortable experience while running. Part of this is due to the extra wide feeling at the toe box, which allowed for my strides to land more naturally. However, the upper does get loose after a couple minutes of wearing the shoes, and this has been one of the biggest, if not the biggest struggle while wearing these for performance. My assumption is that this happens thanks to the TPU piece at the midfoot that is used to adjust the fit of the shoe. The laces go through this TPU piece, but they do not adjust the upper/instep directly, and this causes the fit of the shoe to rely on this piece for security and stability, and it is very stable when the shoe is first adjusted, but once the laces start loosening up, the stability is mostly gone and the shoe starts to feel like it could slip off at any second. This hasn't been the case at the heel, however, since the padding around the collar and the heel clip combine to provide great security on this part of the shoe. Moving on to the midsole, the bounce foam that is found on this EQ21 is miles better than the foam that we saw previously with the TR21, and because of this better foam, Adidas actually categorizes this shoe as a running shoe, but unfortunately it's still not as good. The foam is good for about 2 miles, and even then I'm feeling a little bit hesitant saying that, so let's just say 1.5 miles is probably a better estimate. The bounce foam, at least on this shoe, is simply not responsive enough for longer distances. The midsole cannot keep up with that demand, especially because there is very little energy return or impact reduction, and also the forefoot part of the midsole is very thin and it becomes uncomfortable and essentially non-responsive as your legs get more tired. It also feels like the midsole is not as flexible, meaning that it doesn't adjust to the shape of your stride, and it feels like you're stepping on a flat piece of material when your foot hits the ground. On top of that, the grip at the outsole is not that great, and this became a concern while running, but primarily while training. While doing push-ups or core exercises, I could feel my feet slowly sliding on the floor, which forced me to adjust my form in the middle of the exercise. Outside of that, these are decent gym/training shoes once they're broken in. The heel drop is not as noticeable, which is helpful for maintaining a proper form with certain exercises like squats. The bounce foam provides decent stability, but it definitely doesn't provide a lot of energy return or impact reduction for jumping exercises. The TPU piece at the midsole also provides stability, but the first couple of wears it feels a bit too stiff and it can dig into your foot and cause some discomfort. This also happened while running curves, but it was less noticeable, and it also went away as I kept wearing the shoe. Definitely not my first choice for training, but it's good enough to get the job done and not expensive enough to be worth it. The shoe definitely thrives when you wear it casually. The silhouette is very sleek and it looks good with multiple outfits, including jeans. I also got pretty lucky when I chose this colorway since it's very neutral and it's easy to match with other colors. While they're not the most cushioned, they are still comfortable enough to walk around the mall for a while or go run some errands. I didn't test them for standing for long periods of time, but I believe that they would be sufficient if you need them for work or similar situations. So if you're looking to buy these, go for them if you want to wear them casually. Be mindful if you need them for training, and I believe that there are other options out there that could be a better investment if you need them for running.